If you follow this one principle, you will be successful with gut health. You'll be successful with health in general. By the way, this one principle will also help you determine what products to purchase. People are always reaching out to me saying, I feel like I need everything. You don't need everything. And they're saying, I can't afford everything. You shouldn't have to afford everything, okay? So I'm gonna tell a story. I'm gonna explain the principle, and then I'm gonna explain what to do with the principle, right? Right. Here's the story. When I was growing up, I come from an area, it's a wrestling school area. Everybody wrestled. My dad wrestled in high school and college. My uncles wrestled. My cousins wrestled. Me and my brother wrestled. We all wrestled. It's a basic thing that we do. When I was growing up, that school won state championship after state championship after state championship. After one of those state championships, by the way, I acknowledge that wrestling is very difficult and complex, and it's a hard sport. So you don't have to put that in comments, okay? I'm aware. But after one of those state championships, I asked my father, I said, hey, why are we so good at wrestling? He said, it's super simple. We master the basics. So we master our positioning, like our stances. Then we master 2 takedowns, 2 pins, and 2 reversals. Until you have mastered those 2 takedowns, those 2 pins, and those 2 reversals, you do not move on to new moves. That is the secret of our success. Why does this apply to gut health, you may ask? Here's the simple answer. There is a process and a step-by-step way to address gut health. And gut health is the appropriate place to start. Why? Let me explain. Social media is full of stories, and I'm not disagreeing with them. I just want you to hear me out. Magnesium, iron, methylfolate, B12, vitamin D. You're going to see all of this stuff. Here's my rebuttal. Those are all great, but unless your gut health is like dialed in, you're not absorbing all of it. You're not utilizing all of it. Not only that, gut health is key and fundamental to everything. Here are some basics. If your gut barrier is leaky and damaged and inflamed, like say your small intestine, 90% of nutrient absorption happens in the small intestine. If you have a bad small intestinal, like the environment in the small intestine is hammered, you're not absorbing all those nutrients. Next, 1 in 3 women, for example, have low iron. They're taking an iron supplement. Guess what happens if you have parasites, candida, fungal issues, and bad bacteria? You're feeding pathogens. They thrive on iron. So why would I suggest you got to get in there and clean that up? Because if you don't, it's stealing your iron. Magnesium. People are all over social media going, magnesium, 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 magnesium. And then some woman or man on social sees that and they're like, covered, taking magnesium citrate every day, taking my magnesium oxide or hydroxide, taking it for regularity, covered. Yeah, here's my response. That's a low absorbing magnesium source. You're not covered. If you're taking magnesium to go to the bathroom, you need to turn on regularity first. The magnesium types you should be on would be magnesium glycinate, and I would take magnesium glycinate with L-threonate, and magnesium malate. Those are good sources of magnesium to give you all the cognitive health benefits, metabolism benefits, all of that. Those are the forms. They're not all the same. You have high absorbing magnesium and low absorbing magnesium. The low absorbing magnesium causes diarrhea or helps with regularity for people that are constipated. Start with gut health. Here are the fundamentals to gut health. Here's how it goes. Dysbiosis, which is an imbalance of any kind, is going to cause, and I'm going to simplify this, by the way, it's going to cause leaky gut, which just means increased intestinal permeability, which causes endotoxemia, which means low-grade systemic inflammation. Pathogens are invading throughout the rest of the body, which is then going to affect your liver, your kidneys, your gall. It's going to affect everything, okay? Mood, gut-brain axis, everything. Which then in turn is going to cause a weak immune system and a hyper or overactive immune system. We call it hyperreactive, whatever, or both. So is gut health key to everything else? It is. You don't need to buy every supplement on the planet. Here's my suggestion. Master the fundamentals. If you have stomach and constipation issues, you start there first. Why? Open detox pathways. Unclog the system. Second, then do a cleanup. Do the cleanup completely. Do a cleanup that's going to clean out everything all at the same time. Newsflash, pathogens all coexist. There's even biofilm. You have multi-species biofilm, bacteria and fungal issues all together. Parasites cause bacterial imbalances. Do a full cleanup. And then when you do the build-up, build it all up. Bifidobacterium, Lactobacillus, Akkermansia, Prevotella, all of it. Do it in order in the correct way. Silver Fern brand has been building gut health protocols forever. We specialize in gut health. One of the biggest problems that we cause, by the way, and everybody else causes, is there's so many videos out there. People are like, I don't know where to start. And I acknowledge that because it depends on a person. The video may apply differently, but here's my answer. Silver Fern brand has basically 4 starting spots when you really get down to it. And we built the starting spots to cover everything. So I will give an example. I'll give a couple examples. If a person has stomach issues, unless it's a hiatal hernia, which products will not fix, we are aware of weak lower esophageal sphincter issues and inflamed gastritis, slow gastric emptying, which is building intra-abdominal pressure, causing your LES to be dysfunctional. We're aware of H. pylori overgrowth. We just assume it's all a problem. Too much stomach acid, too little stomach acid, and we built the protocol around that. We are aware that IBS, SIBO, and GERD overlap a ton. SIBO, IBS, 80% of the time overlap. Low stomach acid causes SIBO. Slow motility causes SIBO. We know these things. We study. We look at root cause and then we address it. We understand that bacteria overgrowth syncs with fungal overgrowth a lot. And so we just address it both. But there's a starting spot, and it's a simple starting spot. You don't need to overcomplicate it. Many people reach out to us and they're like, I have severe, say, constipation, stomach issues, and then I have everything else. And they're like, I'm taking turmeric and curcumin and glutamine, and I'm taking collagen. And they're like, I can't afford all this. And I'm like, yeah, no shit, that's a lot. Don't take all that. If you see a protocol from us, you will notice that there's like 2, maybe at most 4 products, at most. But my people are going to message you and say, here is the primary products you need to take. And if you only take this, you'll succeed. Like if you have slow motility and stomach issues, you're going to get motility reflux, a suggestion for sensitive gut fiber. Could you, of your own accord, add in enzymes or stress complex? You could, yes. But is that going to be in the protocol? No, because we don't oversell products. I don't want to do it. Once your system is cleaned up and then you want to add in everything else and do everything else, that's appropriate. We understand people have budget issues. We're aware of that. My goal is to get people through gut health as fast as possible, which does take time, by the way. And I'm saying it takes time because you're correcting problems. So please take the time, take things in one step at a time. Just take it in pieces. You're not going to eat a whole damn sandwich in one bite. Why would you think you're going to fix your gut issues in one step? It's not going to happen. So take your protocol in order, finish it out, and then once your gut's in good order, then you can load up on all the other stuff. You can take all the joint supplements, hair supplements, and everything else in between. That is my suggestion. I think it's effective, it's prudent, it follows the basic fundamental principles of how your body functions. Gut health is central to everything else. It's central to protein absorption for building muscle. Your metabolism is affected by your gut. I really don't care what your goals are. It's going to be affected by your gut. I hope this helps. I'm sorry I'm loud and obnoxious and whatever, but the story is accurate. The concept is accurate. If you need help from us on gut health, send us a DM. Don't chat us. Send us a DM. Ask for a protocol. We will help with that. And please don't fight with customer service on why there's not a probiotic in your protocol. If you don't need it, we're not going to have you take it. That's the correct approach that we have with you. If you don't need it, you don't need it, okay? Thank you. Bye.